Hey everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me for the next part of our live reaction playthrough for Dawntrail. So, a lot of stuff happened last episode, really a lot of stuff. We started off by the fact that not only was there an invasion from another world that's apparently highly technological, but we lost Galujaja. I know, I was sad too. He was a fun character despite the limited screen time that we had with him. He was a lot of fun. But yeah, he was killed by his own son, Zeroja, who I have no idea what he did to himself, but he was grew to 3 times as large. And if you hear strange noises behind me, please ignore it. That's just the cats. Oh, I don't know what to do with them. I mean, they're cute, but they just love getting up in my videos. Why? Why are you two like this? I guess they're just bored. I need to play with them. Anyway, as I was saying, so Zeroja did something weird to... I mean, he was technically dead, okay? He was cut down by his own father first, and then he used some kind of weird technology to kind of come back to life. But it wasn't the same thing as with a resurrection spell. We don't know exactly what that's all about yet, but he came back to life and then he did something that, turned him all red. He just started glowing red, and then he was strong enough to suddenly take down his father. So, yeah. We did discover that the City of Gold is indeed part of another reflection. The gate that we saw at the bottom of the Sky Deep Cenote, that actually leads to another world, which we kind of already figured. But yes, it is also confirmed for us that Kryl is in fact from another reflection. So she was brought through here when she was still a baby by her parents. I can only assume that they were her parents. And they handed her over along with a strange kind of hourglass-shaped key to Galuf, Galujaja, and Keatonran when they were, there exploring, trying to find out more about what this strange stone was all about. And that's when I don't know why it happened then. I mean, can you imagine what would have happened if nobody else was down there and they ended up coming through and they just left baby Kryl down there? No one would ever have known. Literally, no one would have ever known. The timing on this could not have been better. Sorry, I got something in my throat. But yeah, so it is confirmed that Kryl is from another reflection, and she is now more hyped than ever before to find out more about her past. But that has been put on the back burner because there's still this big dome thing, over in Shaalonai, so that we have to, bust in and see what the heck is going on, because we're all sure that Zeroja is doing something here. We just don't know what. So let's go ahead and get right back to it. So we're back in the throne room. Claire is set and ready to go. She looks awesome. I think purple is her color. I really do think. Okay, together as one. Before investigating the dome, Muklemet wishes to see to other important matters. I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we swore to uphold has been shattered. They need to understand what has happened and how we intend to fix it. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and take care of that. So I want to call an assembly at the Winged Walk and assure them all will be well. Sure. Don't make promises you can't keep, though. But as shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear your words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too. This is an important step in the city's recovery. Oh, come on. Care to join us, Claire? What? No! I don't want to do this! While you handle that, Erenville and I will see to provisions for the expedition. Can't I just join them? Come on. Thank you. I'll go ahead and have the Lance Guard announce the address. People must first know there's going to be one before they can decide whether or not they want to hear it. Like, really? Like, I don't feel like it's going to be such a big problem here. If you could see to the Resplendent Quarter and Bayside Bevy, Alize and I will split the rest of the city between us. Like, come on. I mean, I think people would be clamoring for, you know, answers, so it shouldn't really be a problem. Mind to inform Thancred and Urianger as well, but they may have already left Taral. Yeah, where are they? I still have to examine one of these mechanical soldiers later. Oh, right, we do have to do that too. It's embarrassing to think how Zeroja caught me unawares. I'm tired. Talk of reflection is perfection. To say the least, I should be glad of your help in understanding and overcoming this crisis. I just want to get to something interesting. I have such high expectations for this game, so when I have to do something tedious like this, then I don't know. I get cranky. I guess that's the best way to put it. I mean, I personally think that everyone would want to hear answers, that everyone would be, you know, like flocking to this place, demanding to know what the hell is going on. Like, that's just me, though. And then once, you know, those people hear it, word will spread and everyone will get to it, right? Dumbfounded farmer. Tuliolo falls to the enemy. What will happen to us? To our homes, our farms, everything we worked so hard to build. I have no idea, buddy. Lives and communities and histories all reduced to ash by these merciless villains. I heard Val Wuklamet is planning to address the people, but what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? Dude. Like, seriously. Really? The Dawn servants have a plan already? They've lost so much, yet they're prepared to carry on. Standing around worrying what's to come will change nothing. It would be a lie to say I'm hopeful for the future, but I will go hear what they intend to do. I keep going over there, like, thinking like they're part of the quest, but no, that's a separate quest. I really need to get, like, these side quests done. Okay, let's just go for it. I have to be around here. It's not safe here, not anymore. Could try to leave Taral, but where else is there to go? You look like the well-traveled sort. Please, I can't stay here, but I fear nowhere in Taral is beyond the enemy's reach. What of the lands across the Salt? Well, it's not exactly safe, but... I know. Even if I ran, I know I'd regret it in the end. I love Taral. This is my home. I know the Dawn servants would give their lives to defend her. I will put my faith in them and listen to what they have to say. Well, didn't really need us, did you? I know I'm sounding depressing, but I can't help myself. Checking on everyone, are you? City's definitely seen better days, but we can only spare so much time for mourning. Only by looking to the future can we overcome this crisis, and we'll all need to do our part. I've no doubt Val Wuklamet and Valkona will share their similar sentiments at their address. This does not need to be persuaded. Okay. I was thinking like, yay, we were done, but no, doesn't look like it. Oh, how about you? Please leave me be. My father is gone. Leave me to mourn. Kalujaja is slain, and yet Val Wuklamat and Valkona still fight for our nation. For us. Very well. If they would speak, the least I can do is listen. Okay, so, yeah, the big question here is like, how is this story going to end? Like, I'm pretty sure that Zeroja, he's either going to be, like, the end of a dungeon boss fight, or he's going to be, like, the next trial. I don't think he's going to be, like, the third trial boss. Like, I really don't think he deserves that. The second trial fight, like, sure, I can get away with that. That they could get away with that, but, yeah... I have no idea, like... Oh man, what a mess. Like, I am completely at a loss here to what's going on. Phew, the wares are mostly intact. Glad tidings for my clients. Oh, sorry friend, but I've no time to spare. Val Wuklamat and Valkona will soon be giving a public address, and I have to finish taking inventory before then. Given the circumstances, it must be quite important. You'll want to be there as well. It is a little bit nice seeing someone so, you know, upbeat. And it's still strange. I see people here crafting, carrying on, like right over all this rubble and everything. Phew, cleaning up is tiring work. You've been busy helping as well, I'm guessing. Right now it's tough for everyone, but Tuliolo won't succumb to this. With the new Dawn servants to protect and lead us, we'll get through it together. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, there are just some people that no matter what you throw at them, like no matter how bad of a time that they have, they just keep on like smiling through it. It's like, how do I put it? Am I stuck here now? They're just some people who can laugh in the face of any disaster, you know? The worse the situation, like the more they joke about it, so... Like those are always good people to have around. I need to stock up on food and medicine as much as I can, and what else is there? I can't afford to forget anything. Sorry, miss, but I'm busy. Too much to do and too little time. There's no telling when those stone men will return. I have to get out of here. Find somewhere safe. Val Wuklamat wants to speak with us? Perhaps she has a plan then. Suppose there's no harm in hearing what she has to say. I can't leave now. What if those soldiers come back? And what are those strange machines looming overhead? Gods, I have so many questions. If you want answers, then head up to the assembly. I see. Put my mind at ease to learn something, anything of the threat we face. Alright then, I'll go to the winged walk. Thank you. I feel better already, and likely better still once I hear what the Dawn servants have to say. There, you see, people are going to be more like that. They want answers. Okay, What's with my throat? I feel like there's something caught in my throat. Yeah, and I haven't done the role quest yet. Sorry about that. I'm too busy to do that. Okay, so definitely not down here. Man, it's always that last person that causes trouble. Please, you have to be around here. Ah! Oh, how did I not notice? Flustered citizen. Whatever it is, I don't have time. I have to finish repairing this cart. There's only so much I can carry on my back. When those hollow devils come again, I need to be ready. Valwuklamat and Valkona mean well, but they're young and inexperienced. They can barely look after themselves. If we're to survive, I do not know if we can count on them. Well, she's not wrong. They're going to strike back at the enemy? So they're resolved to face this. Maybe it is too early to be thinking of running. Alright, I'll go and hear their address. Alright, is that everyone? Looks like it, so let's just head back. Got them still on guard. But man, like, I'm trying to think of like the best way they can do this, because, you know, technology versus magic, that's always a tricky combo. Seems Kron and Urnvel have yet to return, still busy making preparations for expedition, I presume. Did you not see Alize on your way here? No. I was just discussing the gate to the Golden City with Keaton Ram. He has been patiently answering my few questions. I'm betting you asked more than a few. Few questions. More like a blading broadside of them. Took me back to me time with Gala, if it did. Charlian scholars, I swear. Glad to hear that. Looks like you brought quite a few people. Thank you. Alize had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still out there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. Oh, Alize. My apologies for involving you all in Torali affairs. We are simply helping dear friends in need. Having traveled the lands of Toral, sharing in the rich cultures of your people, I can see it no other way. What's more, Zoralja and his army pose a threat not only to Toral, but to the star as a whole. We will stand with you to protect what you hold dear. Okay, please stop this! Like, the sweet lovey-dovey stuff, like, that was nice before, but still. Thank you. There is such a thing as going overboard. Don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks to a little encouragement from Claire. What encouragement? We barely do anything here! You needn't worry about me either. Well, it's not like we asked. Whatever weariness I feel is no match for my desire to protect my people. We will restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. Oh, God, please. It begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Okay, let's go. Right. Look, I love, like, sweet, sentimental bonding scenes, but To see if do a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. Really? I normally love like those sweet bonding scenes. I normally adore them, that I wait for them, but there is such a thing as going overboard. Their father raised them well. What do you mean? That he did. Whoa. I am not happy. I am just not happy about this. I mean, if their father raised them so well, like, he wouldn't have had to go through, like, all of this, you know, right of succession thing, because he wasn't happy with any of them as leaders yet. Oh, but cool Jaja was there. That's nice to see. It's funny, like, I'm suddenly, like, 180 and I'm now on Team Bakul Jaja.
Are you alright?
Yes. Don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor, and for a moment we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha?
Oh boy.
It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Shaalonai, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
That's a good question. I mean, it's not like they can fly, so...
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. we are going to take the battle straight to Zorolja and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Tural's my home, and I'll do my part for it.
Hear, hear, brother.
That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
I like what they
We
did
fight!
here.
We're Tuliolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliolal!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join
Again,
hands with
big
our countrymen
promises.
and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuliolal.
Really wasn't expecting Bakul Jaja to step in when he did, but you know
You are
what?
the
Good
beating
for
heart
him.
of our nation. Each and every one of you. Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuliyola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
That was a good speech until you had to bring up peace and happiness again. Did you really have to? You're sounding more like a hippie with the whole peace and love thing. Like, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It just, I get bored. I'm tired of hearing the same thing over and over. People of Terrell have come together for this fight. We must endeavor not to fail them. Well then, let's go! It is inspiring to see such diverse peoples rally as one. She did well. That's all you gotta say. That was a rousing speech, was it not? Let's do our part to ensure that the Dawn servants can fulfill their promise to the people. Oh, Alize! When did you get back? Glad to see so many people came. Wasn't sure how many I had won over, so I decided to keep at it. Listening to Wuklamat and Kona, I was reminded of my time in the First. While the Exarch was no king, I often found myself speaking before the people of the Crystarium in like manner, and through their deeds they answered me. Wait, that's a good point. People of Terral too will rise to the occasion. This I can tell. Yeah, why aren't you staying here? You had like literally like a century of defending an entire nation. Like I don't get it. I mean, I'm glad you're coming with us, but still, wouldn't it make more sense for you to stay behind? That's just me, though. Well, the hour of departure is at hand. Those of us remaining here shall accompany you part of the way. I, for one, would like to see the dome firsthand. We set forth as soon as everyone is ready. I will inform Wuklamat that... There you all are. Ah, Lamachi. We were just planning to call on you. Are you ready to leave? I am. Seeing the people come together as one, knowing they haven't given up hope, is all the encouragement I could ask for. Right then, let's get going. We leave from the Jacques Terral Sky Gate. How long is the Sky Gates? Just out of curiosity. That great big bridge. I'm really, really curious about this. Okay. I'm just imagining, like, we're literally walking, like, the entirety of the gates. And, you know what? That might be cool. Yeah, I was thinking about the Steps of Faith all of a sudden. Like, yeah, I can really imagine, like, a full out battle, like, on that bridge. That would have been awesome. Alright, just taking a quick look. Oh, my. This is the spiked armor. I don't know. I don't think it suits her. I mean, she looks badass in it, but no, I don't like it. We'll keep it as this for a little bit longer while I try to come up with a new outfit. I'll try at least to come up with a new outfit by next episode. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of like all this spiked leather and chains and stuff. A little's cool. I like a little bit, but when you go overboard, it just gets weird. Everyone's here? Good. This is it, my friends. We gotta strike down Zarosha and secure peace for Tuliolo. You talk too much. We'll be passing through Shaalonai, where there have been reports of enemy movement, so stay sharp. Well, good thing we have some friends who might be able to help us out here. Oh wow, there's even more here! Ansgard had told me about them. They emerged from the dome in quick succession and took to looming overhead. Display of force, like the vessels in Tuliolo. Indeed, and while they haven't taken any aggressive actions, I want to see how things are in the area before moving on. We'll be passing a few settlements on the way to Shaalonai Station. It's a perfect opportunity to look around. Me, are you sure? In that case, Claire and I know a few locals who can help. Then let's divide into 2 groups. Let me guess, I'll be going with Wook-Lamat. Ernvel, Alize, and Claire will come with me to inquire with the locals. Meanwhile, the rest of you can go and inspect the dome. Yep, saw that coming. Understood. Once everyone is finished, let us reconvey at Shaalonai Station. We can start with Hasawatawel. That's where the Dust Watch is based, if I remember correctly. Have you been here before? Just out of curiosity. You do. The Sheriff Kamaka should be able to tell us a few things. You know, if I go ahead and unlock flying for this zone, I could probably just fly up, take care of all those ships myself. I mean, they probably shoot me out of the sky, like, right away, but you know, it's fun to imagine. Hey, Kamaka. I mean, it hasn't been that long. Oh, it's you two. And I'll be about Wook-Lamat as well. You're Sheriff of the Dust Watch, yes? What's the situation here in... I'm not gonna try. I'm sorry. I cannot pronounce these names. Well, the enemy hasn't tried to pick a fight with us yet. The ships gave us a shock when they first appeared, but they've just been floating there, holding position. Yeah, just as a warning. That said, I received some unsettling reports from elsewhere. We've been investigating to the extent we can, but we're spread thin and haven't looked in on Sheshiwinzia Springs yet. Apparently, mechanical soldiers were seen in the facility. What? If this is true, then the people there are in danger! I worry about the other townships as well. If the rest of you could head to the springs, I'll pay a visit to... whatever that place is. I'll accompany Ernvel. See you all in a while. Of course. Of course. Okay, where are the Daybreakers? Seriously. Hasn't been that long. You know what? I'm not walking all that way. I'm just teleporting. Saved me like 2 minutes, I know, but still. If I could fly, it'd probably be different, but... And all clear this way. The mechanical soldiers don't seem to be in the area. Still, we should talk to the locals. Let's each make rounds and see what we can learn. Yep, I can see the dome in the distance, and wow, it's bigger than I thought it was. I mean, I know it's covering a whole area, but still, it's huge! Okay, so we do know some people around these parts who might be able to help, right? Should be right around here. Am I just blind? Like, why do I keep missing people? Oh, okay. Oh, you're the one who helped us the other day. Waleka and the others are out investigating, and they confirmed that Nitowikia is safe. Oh, the driver. Okay. It was after the train had begun its journey back here that the dome appeared. So those who were riding the train then are fine, but we don't know what's become of those who disembarked in Shaalonai. What a mess, and just after we finished fixing the tracks. Okay, so at least we know that. Okay, so the driver did make it back safely, along with anyone who left Shaalonai station. But we don't know about what happened to the ones inside yet. Whoa! What is a mechanical soldier doing here? Shows no sign of life. Okay. Why is it here? Appears to have been run through with a pole arm. Okay. There's only one person I know who could have done that. Where is he? We know he's in this area. Just waiting to make his appearance. Ah, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Claire, you came. As you can see, we're doing all right. After those ships appeared in the sky, soldiers clad in white showed up and surrounded the town. But to our surprise and relief, Traveler came along and dealt with them all in a flash. Estinian. Never forget the way he soared through this air, spear in hand. Shame I never had the chance to ask his name. It's Estinian. We're all safe thanks to him, but I can't say the same for those in Shaalonai. We haven't heard from anyone there. I hope Namika is safe. Oh, that's right. She was on the train, wasn't she? Oh, boy. Oh, man. Can you imagine just how much bad luck she's had? First, her bracelet was stolen by bandits, and now this. You heard about the Spearman as well. That could be anyone else. Yeah, no, I know exactly who it is. What's this? Someone's spreading more gossip about me? I was wondering where you were, buddy. Hey, Estinian! Good to see you, buddy. Talk of how I saved the town travels fast. That's not to discount the help of my friend here, of course. He gave those machines a real beating. Thought you'd come sooner or later. Do you know what's happening? Yeah, kinda. Bit of a long story, though. So you were indeed the one keeping the people safe. Thank you. Think nothing of it. The automata aren't particularly strong. They're just tenacious. So the rumor's true. Galoo Jaja is slain. I'm afraid so. Zeroja used some dirty tricks to get the better of him. I mean, he did technically win that fight. We'll make him pay for what he's done. Mark my words. No, sorry. Galoo Jaja technically won that fight the first time. Going to help her, I assume? Yeah, I mean, might as well. See, with your contingent, you won't lack for strength. In which case, I will remain in Shaalonai and keep an eye on things. I guess. Hate when you make sense. That helps us more than you know. I'll send word to my brother before we set off. If you find yourself in trouble, don't hesitate to contact Kona. Kona? Brother? Wait a second! You're the Vow of Resolve? Well, who'd you think she was? I am, and you're Zakoa, right? I'll be counting on you to keep everyone here safe. Absolutely. More of those hollow men show up, I'll send them packing. I'm the fastest gun in Shaalonai after all. Claire can attest to that. Well, you haven't gone up against me yet, so... Okay. Glad to hear it. We'll leave Shaalonai in your capable hands. Let's get patrolling right away then. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything reckless. In other words, don't do what I would do. Wasted words, eh? Just do what comes naturally. He knows us well. He's a treasure to have around. Right then, it's time we headed to the station and join the others. Right, so let us... Where are we going to next, by the way? Man, that dome is freaky. Sorry, I don't have time to waste by talking to you or fighting you, whatever. For a moment there, I thought that like, an instant's duty was there because he was standing in that light. See, no soldiers are appeared in Shaalonai Springs. Could they have been after the ceruleum? I doubt that. Doesn't seem like they need ceruleum to power whatever it is that they have. Seems the people of Shaalonai are safe. What a relief. Yeah, don't count your chocobos before they hatch. It's still safe, but the animals are unsettled by recent events. Well, you can't really blame them. Heard from Wuklamat that Estinian was here. With him to watch over them, the people of Shaalonai will have naught to fear. He really does think the world of Estinian, doesn't he? The dome is absolutely massive. What manner of kingdom do you suppose he's claimed within its borders? If I'm right, then it's heritage found in Solution 9, so that's gonna be a real interesting journey. Raha and I visited the settlements west of here. Thankfully, there was no damage or casualties to speak of. So he only attacked Tuliolo. He's not interested in, like, the rest of it, is he? Thanks to Estinian, there were no casualties to speak of in Shaalonai. The Hitasaro were safe as well. At the very least, there were no sightings of soldiers there. What about the dome? Did you learn anything of note? It is composed of exceedingly high concentrations of lightning energy. I think we could have guessed that. To even touch the barrier would prove fatal. When approaching it, we must exercise all caution. Ah, so it's like electric fence then. A really powerful one. Then how are we supposed to get inside? If Saroja and his army emerge from within, there ought to be an entrance. That's a good point. There should be an entrance, right? An entrance, you say? It so happens we might have an inkling where one is. Shinza. Oh, it's them. Yeah, okay. Like, I knew I recognized the name. These are the engineers of Jactoral Railing, which operates the train between Shaalonai and Shaalonai. When we went out to recover the train, we had ourselves a look at the dome through a telescope. It was then that we saw it. Large fortress-like structure that looked like it straddled the dome's edge. So we have to go through the fortress then. You're telling us part of it is inside and part of it is outside. That seemed to be the case, yes. We were only observing it from afar. The soldiers were coming and going from it. From that, I'd say it serves as a passage between the outside world and whatever's inside. Yeah, I mean, what's with the people, though? As you expect, the area was heavily defended. It won't be easy to get near. Do you know what's become of the passengers who went to Shaalonai? Wuklamat's nursemaid was among them, a woman named Namika. Oh, did you have to say it like that? What? Oh, she really didn't know, did she? That's one hell of a way to find out. I'm afraid not. Only those passengers who were headed back here are accounted for. I can't say for a fact that everyone was fine when we arrived in Shaalonai. But when that big tremor struck not long after we left the station, I hit the emergency brakes and looked back. And all I could see was the dome. I mean, they can't be dead, right? They have to be inside. What's more, the fortress sits right on the tracks of all places. What are the odds of that, eh? Assuming this fortress serves as a means to pass through the dome, we should first determine how we're to reach it undetected. I don't care if we're detected. I say we smash our way inside. Well, that's always a fun idea. I'm always up for that kind of a plan. Despite how it sounds, I actually gave this some thought. Zeroja wants me to prove that I'm Father's worthy successor. If I fail, he'll destroy Tuliolo. By charging in head-on, I make my intentions plain as day, and so doing, keep his eyes on me. Okay, great, but how are you going to do that? Bold strategy. I like it. Of course, your plan be no good if you're cut down before reaching their base. What you need is something that'll get you there quick and break through their defenses with a single decisive blow, and we have just that. Since the tracks go straight to the fortress, we can reinforce our train with armor, load her with all the fuel she'll carry, and send her hurling at it to explode on impact. I like this guy! I like that plan! That'll make a statement. Chief, have you gone insane? You were just saying how relieved you were the train's in one piece, and now you want to turn it into a bomb? Train's not important. Our dream was to have railroads running from coast to coast, remember? If these invaders have their way, there may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run them. Is that what you want? What good are trains if you can't rebuild them? Sacrifice we have to make. These good folks are willing to put their lives on the line to get inside that dome and put a stop to all this. The least we can do is help them. What a good guy. But Chief! Listen, no matter how hard things may get, no matter how many times we fall, we can always get back up. As long as we're alive, we can always build another train, so have faith. And quit your complaining! These two were made for each other. But what if we fail really, really hard? There's no getting back up if we're dead. That's a good point, so... No one's dying on this train. I'll see to it myself. What, you're gonna be driving the train? Needless to say, this will be a one-way trip, and we'll need to jump off at the last moment if we don't want to go out in a blaze of glory. Well, that is one way to go out. You alright with that? There's no changing her mind, is there? Just promise me you'll be careful out there, honey. Aww. We'll keep her safe. Like, yeah, I feel like a personal responsibility now to make sure she comes back alive. I'll hold you to it. Can't start a family business without her, much less a family. It'd be a lie to say the loss of the train doesn't concern me. But with good friends and my loving wife beside me, that's all I really need in the end. Well, at least it'll go down as the legendary train that saved Toral. That's the bright way of looking at it. That it will, but first we got work to do so she'll look the part. I mean, I don't think you need to worry about giving her like a fresh coat of paint or anything. I don't know much about Magitech, but if there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. We'll keep that in mind. If any of you are willing and able to lend a hand, there's work that needs doing over at the storehouse. Seems we have a path forward. I believe this is a good time for me to return to Tuliolo and inform Kona of the situation. I shall return as well. I have new investigations to pursue. The dome's elemental aspect is similar to that of the gate in the Golden City. If we can identify a connection, we may learn something of use in our fight. It's one mystery after the next, but at least we're not without clues. It may not be easy, but I know we can get through this together. Enough with the together! Speeches! Come on! You were doing so good with talking about blowing it up, but still. This game has made me violent. Oh, no. Oh, okay. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. We have a really cool, badass ending here coming our way. We're going to blow up a train. Okay. Even though I haven't just met them, I can see how important the train is to Waleka and the engineers. We can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard for them to make a new one, right? Putting plans into locomotion. Locomotion, I like that one. Well, I have no objections to the plan itself. I have one concern. Don't have a concern, Graha. How can we be certain Zerosia will not strike Tuliolo in retaliation? I did not think about that. I considered the possibility. And? But when my brother told me to come and prove myself, he meant it. I mean, you would know him better than we would. He wants to show that his kingdom is superior to Tuliolo, and I'll give him no satisfaction to attack when he knows I'm not there. No, he'll be waiting inside the dome, waiting for us to challenge him so he can crush us and prove his strength. Indeed, if anything, we're more likely to put Tuliolo in danger by not taking the fight to him. So we indulge Zerosia, at least until Tuliolo has shored up its defenses. Still gonna be kind of tricky. Right, we'll charge in from the front and keep his eyes on us. Yeah, I doubt that'll work forever though, so we're gonna have to make it fast. During which time Kona will find a way to fortify Tuliolo. Again, magic versus technology is always going to be tricky. If you believe this is the best course, then we trust you and your instincts. I expect there will be no small amount of enemy resistance, but we'll do all in our power to assist you. I can't read today. Thank you. Well, time is of the essence. Let's go and see what's left to be done for the train. Looks like work is getting underway. We'll finish in no time at all. What can we do to help? No need to hold back. As I understand it, the two of you met your fair share of craftsmen during the Rite of Succession. Would you happen to know a few who'd be willing to come and help us complete the modifications to the train? Of course. What sort of craftsmen did you have in mind? Let's see now. Just bring them all here. Make it easy. Perhaps my greatest concern is keeping the train safe from enemy attacks. Even with all of you on board to fend them off, it'll be over in an instant if they manage to get just one good hit on the cerulean tanks. According to eyewitnesses, the soldiers use lightning-based weapons, so I have a mind to install grounding rods. Would you happen to know a carpenter who could handle that? Wookie-Voo! Yeah, we could ask Wookie-Voo. A fellow with a fetish for formalities. Oh, be nice. He's a great guy. Master Carpenter from Okanu. If they'll be willing, we'll be glad to have them. No objections from me. Just be sure not to forget their traditional greeting. Really? You do not have to bring that up right now. But we'll need more than just a carpenter if we want this done in a timely fashion. We got a lot of equipment that needs moving. Heavy equipment. I don't suppose you know anyone up to the task. Oh no, just a few giant friends. Fortitude, get help. No. That guy is way too dainty for that. So let's just call in our giant friends. Zumaru would be perfect. He'd be hard-pressed to find folks stronger than the Yokui, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. You're friends with the Yokui? I'll be damned. Will not want for strength with help like that. Next, I'd like to outfit the train with some powerful weaponry of its own. Okay, what do you have in mind there? Like as not, the soldiers will be riding their flying vessels. We need countermeasures to deal with them. That's true. I, for one, can't use magic, nor am I handy with a firearm like my brother. Any ideas for ranged weapons we can use? I mean, we can't really borrow guns from Kona. I mean, install ballistas on the train, I guess? Ballistas, eh? They'd be powerful. Seems to me it'd take too long to reload between shots. That's true. If there was some sort of ballista that could reload quickly, then that might work. But weapons aren't exactly my field of expertise. Perhaps I can be of assistance. He's way there in the background. Were you eavesdropping on us? It's a bad habit. Vestarian employed an etheric cannons for its defenses, and I see no reason why the design cannot be adopted for your train. While I did not conceive them myself, I know their design. It should be possible to build them here, provided we have the requisite materials and skilled smiths. Now that sounds like something Fortune can help with. What are the materials we need? I'm guessing crystals? The barrel can be fashioned from any metal so long as it's highly conductive to ether. To power the cannon, we will require fire-aspected crystals of the highest purity. Called it! I called it with the crystals. Seriously, why weren't you left behind in Tuliolo to defend the city? Fire crystals, eh? Might be as the miners over at the springs can help with that. Then, if I could leave the crystals and smiths in everyone's hands, I shall get started drawing up the schematics. Right then, I'll secure us the smiths. Why am I having such a hard time talking? I'm normally better at this than that. In the meantime, could you deal with the materials? Senza is in charge of our supplies, so it might be good to talk to him about it first. Well, I think we're set for a plan. Thanks for the consultation. Sure, anytime. Now, let's get this train dressed up and give her the proper farewell she deserves. The plan's coming together. To make good speed, I'm going to try and enlist some more help from among our friends back in Yoktoral. I'll leave the materials in your care. I think I saw Shinza over to the southeast. So we're getting there. We have a plan, at least something somewhat resembling a plan, but you know what? We've made worse plans work with far bigger payoffs. I'm sorry, my brain just completely died there for a moment. I had no idea what I was saying. There should be enough lumber for the armor. What else do we need? Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. What can I do for you? Yeah, according to the others, put me to work. They're cannons. Interesting. An idea where we can get the conductive metal, so I'll take care of it. Not sure about the fire crystals, though. Might be best if you spoke directly with a miner. Can I leave that to you? Really? You don't have an idea? Great. You're friends with Layetta, aren't you? One of the best miners around. If anyone can get you the crystals you're after, it's her. Oh, that's right. I was about to say, I can't think of any miners that I know of in this area. That is really good camouflage for those things. I can't get over that. Like, it's hard to tell between plant and cactus. Or is it cacti? One or the other. Oh, Claire, what brings you around these parts? Yeah, fire crystals. Need them. Bad. The purest fire crystals, you say? I think I heard tell about them before, but what was that about? Oh, hot commodity. Way to obtain fire crystals is on the tip of the Yette's tongue. Now I remember. Cyril Analas. You can find them to the south of town. They actually ingest fire crystals and keep them in their gut, if you can believe it. You want the purest crystals, though, you'll have to go after the oldest, toughest Analas. Nothing you can't handle, right? Nothing I can't handle. I'll show you where you can find some to hunt. Look forward to seeing why Urnveld thinks so highly of you. Man, I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe Urnveld has a crush on us now. This should be the final quest for this area, which means that once we take care of it, we'll be rushing off to Heritage Found. There's quite a lot of fiery wildlife in these parts. We think it's due to the ceruleum, but no one can say for sure. Still, it's not often that you see the bigger, dominating sort, and that's what you need. Of course it is. What you have to do is hunt down a few of their kind, establish yourself as a threat that's known to draw out the leader. That's the spirits. While you're on the hunt, I'll keep watch nearby to make sure no hapless travelers come stumbling in. Question is, can we do this without getting attacked? Or I guess spotted? Okay, no sign of our prey. Let's try south, huh? Yeah, I knew it. These things are so ugly. I mean, they're cool, but they are ugly. Amazing, you dealt with those beasts in no time at all. You need the crystals delivered to Shinza? I'll see that he gets it. These fire crystals are for the train, aren't they? Heard about your plans to enter the dome. How? We just... I want to thank you for going to such lengths to stop these invaders. And although he'd grumble if he knew I was asking this, please take care of Elenespia. Anyway, I'd best be on my way, and you as well, in case you're going to meet her. I saw Wuklamet heading for the station. How did you hear about our plans so fast? Man. Word really gets around fast in these parts, don't they? Oh god, I'm tired. Just leave me alone. I'm not attacking you or anything. I'm sorry, seeing like this great big wyvern like running along the ground is just so funny. Shinza told me you got the crystals for him. Good work. I've just returned from looking for extra help. We'll see in a moment who answers the call. All will be in readiness for them when they arrive. Damn it. I'm idle for a moment and all I can think about is my home. Keep your chin up, Erneville. We'll be on our way soon. We'll find your mother. It'll be good to see her after all these years. There's so much I'd like to ask her about her time together with Papa. Oh, she'll talk your ears off. Once my mother starts, there's no stopping her. I have a feeling she's gonna be a lot of fun. I wouldn't want it any other way. Right, let's return to helping where we can. The real work begins when the extra hands arrive. Wow, a lot of people came, including a few familiar faces. Thanks for making the trek here. To be honest, I wasn't expecting so many of you. Since the attack on Tuliolo, I have been wondering if there was aught I could do to help. So when I heard about the upcoming operation from Valkona, I leapt at the chance to do my part. Peace will be restored, and then we can all enjoy a nice cup of mezcal. This is our home, and we'll do whatever it takes to keep it safe. While I assist with the efforts here, High Luminary Gafurler does the same at the capital. Oh, he's helping to defend it then. I'm truly grateful. With all of us working together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Let's get to it, my friends. At least her speech was short. All right. Yes, let's get to it. Oh. Why am I suddenly thinking of a Disney movie? All this cute kumbaya stuff is going on. This is different. I mean, normally they have like all the work done in like a few moments. We just have to wait for them to finish. But yeah, this looks like it's taking at least a couple days. Oh, that's so cute. They're sitting there with like Raha having a cheerful conversation. Alright everyone, that'll do it. I can't wait to see this train. You done your part, leave it to us to finish mounting the armor and cannons and have yourselves a hard-earned rest. Thank you all again for answering the call. No need for thanks now. Whenever you need help, just give us a holler. Indeed, we must all do our part when the nation is imperiled. Hear, hear. We love Terrell, and we love you, Valwuk Lamat. Oh, man. Oh. I love you all too. Your kindness and goodwill will not be in vain. This I promise. Oh, this is so sweet. It's sickening. I kind of feel like they're just trying to, you know, get every word in that they can. They're getting their money's worth for it. But you know what? Sometimes less is more. Thanks again for all your help. Wouldn't have been able to finish so quickly without you. Go and rest up, friend. Won't be long before the train's ready. Yay! It's done! So the next quest is all aboard, but I think we will save it for next time because I have a feeling it's going to be one wild ride. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick recap. So, what are my feelings towards this whole concept? I know I've complained, and normally, like, the sweet, touching, like, you know, connection building parts are my favorite parts in this game. Like, because normally they have such sweet, sentimental, like, quotes, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, it makes me feel connected to them in a really meaningful way, but, oh, God, it's just like, they're overdoing it. That's what I think. They're really overdoing it. Like, you don't have to keep talking about the same thing over and over and over again. We get it. We understand. Like, oh. Like, I really don't know how to voice this because I like it and yet I don't like it. It's like, it's definitely not my favorite expansion so far. Like it's like what happened in Stormblood, because we were kind of pushed off to the side so that Lise, kind of took over and we were kind of in the passenger seat. That's what it feels like here. But even then, she wasn't constantly going on about love, peace, happiness, and the good of all. It was like, because she had her own moments where it's like, she faltered, and like I know that people always gave Lise like a lot of crap over the years. But I kind of have a bad feeling that Wuklamad is heading towards that path. She's going to become the new Lise, and like people are going to be making fun of her now. And like I want to like her, I really do want to like Wuklamad, but like I just feel like she just talks too much. Okay, like I've been taking like these online classes for how to write better stories and everything, because I write a lot of fan fiction. One thing that really stuck out to me was the art of showing, not telling. So basically, if it feels like the author has to butt in and explain what's going on, especially when we're this far in the story, that is a good example of telling, not showing. Okay, people don't want to be told what to do. They want to see like what's happening. And that's what is going on here. And especially that ending there, it felt kind of like a Disney movie. Like everyone was sitting around the fire singing Kumbaya or something. It was like, it's cute. And that was a really good soundtrack to it, but it just kind of annoys me. Oh, honestly, Square Enix, what have you done to this game? I had such high hopes for it, and right now it's failing to live up to expectations. Like the second half here is a lot better than it was with the first half, if you ask me, because it's not as slow. But at the same time, it's just not as much fun for me. Like I'm sorry if you guys really do enjoy it and like this is like your favorite expansion, which I'm sure there are probably a few of you out there who feel that way, but it's just not fun for me. I'm sorry. Anyway, I think we'll cut it there. So here's hoping that Heritage Found and Solution 9 are going to really make me excited and really build up the suspense and everything. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and talk to you again soon. See ya.